Hi, my name is Riley Allen. This is my review of Season 1, Episode 1 of The Last Kingdom. We start off with a kid named Osbert, who we find out his name is Osbert, with his father, Uhtred. They are ealdormen in England. They are the ealdormen of Edinburgh. Osbert has an older brother named Uhtred. We then cut to Vikings sailing. Their names are Ragnar. The important ones are Ragnar, his son, young Ragnar, Ragnar's father, Raven, whatever, and the boatmaster, Kjartan. They're spotted by Uhtred and Osbert, and Uhtred proceeds to send his elder son, Uhtred, afterwards. He speaks with his brother, Eoforich, something. His brother has a name. I just, for the life of me, can't pronounce it. We also meet Father Bioka, who's a priest of the place. So they realize that the Vikings are making group with Ubba, and Guthrum. So Uhtred and his men march to all the other kings of England, some other kings of England in the surrounding areas, to fight him. Of course, Ragnar baits young Uhtred into fighting him and killing him, throwing his head to old Uhtred, and old Uhtred proceeds to tell young Osbert that he's now the new young Uhtred. Father Bioka blesses him or baptizes him as Uhtred, and that's that. Uhtred is impulsive, so he rides off to join the battle. And he witnesses his father's death. And he attacks Ragnar, and he actually gets a hit on him, which I think impresses Ragnar, so he decides, you know what, kid can live. He decides to make the kid his slave, along with another child named Brida. Eventually, we have a little flashback, and we show that Brida, Uhtred, and Ragnar's daughter Taya are all friends and playing. But they're attacked by Kjartan's son, Sven. Sven molests Taya, ripping her dress off and molesting her. And Ragnar is not a really good guy. There's no such thing as a good Viking, in my opinion. They're at best like somewhat an anti-hero you want to root. No, not even an anti-hero. The Vikings are not good guys. They're just guys you kind of want to root for, in a sense of a thing. But, Ragnar at least has a fair point. He goes to Sven and Kjartan's place, says, all right, you only saw her half naked, I'll only take your one eye, and proceeds to banish them both, which, the one time a Viking doesn't want to kill something, he proceeds to go to Uhtred's uncle, who's now ruling in his place, and tells him about Uhtred. And Kjartan tells him about Uhtred. So Kjartan tries to buy Uhtred, and the plan is, and Father Bioka basically warns him, if he gets Uhtred, he's going to kill him. So Ragnar buys Uhtred, which is funny because he bought a slave that he kind of already owned in a sense. He adopts Uhtred as his son, declaring him Uhtred, Ragnar's son. The episode, then we have a bigger flashback where they're, I'm guessing they're implying to be Uhtred and Brida are now, in their early 20s, maybe late teens. Tries getting married, and Ragnar's, telling Uhtred, you're of an age, the age where you get married, start giving me grandchildren, And, Brida's there, so, you like each other. You get fucking. Ragnar just playing the greatest wingman for his adopted son. Ends up saving both of their lives, as they weren't there when Sven, Kjartan, and Skalian, one of Uhtred's uncle's men, come and attack the village, killing everybody, except Taya, as they kidnap her. Because Sven is a creeper, who proceeds to, again, molest her. I have a feeling I'm going to hate every scene that Tria's in, not because of her, but because of everything that's happening to her. So here we have a character flaw from Uhtred. He's arrogant, he's impulsive, he's angry, he wants to kill something, he kills Skallion, which, first off, they assume that he died in the fire. That is great for Uhtred, as he could, hide, come out, and tell the story of how it actually happened. But nope, he kills Skallion. Skallion can't go to his uncle and warn him, tell him that Uhtred's dead. Instead, he takes Skallion's head, throws it at his uncle, and says, "I am Uhtred of Bedimura, and I will take back my home." Because that's going to go greatly. Also, I loved that Tria saw Uhtred and was like, "Oh my god, am I going to get rescued?" No, he didn't even make an attempt to rescue her. Like, I doubt he could have. There were so many people, but like, he didn't even make an attempt. He didn't even voice the thought. He just wanted to kill that one dude. And I love this. I love that we have a character flaw in our main character. I love it when main characters have character flaws, like being impulsive, being arrogant, because it gives us something that we could potentially work towards. Like, they can overcome it, or they could delve deeper. Like, they could get more arrogant, more impulsive. And, I love that. I love it. And I want to know how this goes. It ended with, his uncle ordering horses to track him down. Are they going to get caught? What's going to happen to Tria? Probably nothing good. How's the relationship between Brida and Uhtred going to work out? Where the hell is young Ragnar? All questions I'm assuming we're going to get answered soon in the next episode. I loved Uhtred's breakdown after killing Skallion. He lost his family. His breakdown. I think the actor Alexander Dreymon did pretty decently. I loved the scene of Ragnar's wife handing Ragnar a knife so he can kill her, so she didn't have to burn to death. I loved that scene. Overall, this was a great first episode. My enjoyment was pretty great. I'm going to give this one It mostly took place in the past, so we can't really... I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Thanks for watching the video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want, and I'll see you in the next video.